Hello and welcome to our reading of Steins Gate Zero. Joining me, as always, is Shadow. If you are new here, the link to the playlist is in the corner there. Last time, Maho and Okabe got a plushie to remember Kurisu by, and then they went to visit Daru. His work was in a cosplay shop. Is Daru secretly a cosplay maker too? Mayuri would be so excited. One of the rows of hanger racks holding idol cosplay outfits was pulled forward, and behind it, I could see a curtain. Past the curtain was a tiny space that led to a door marked staff only. Oh. If the hanger rack hadn't been moved, I'd have had no idea this was even here.
It's like an old ninja mansion.
Yep, this looks like Daru's workspace. Behind the door was a cramped office. Well, no, the room itself may have been pretty big, but 6 monitors?
Yeah, that's a lot. Partner has 2 monitors and he consistently forgets. But I have 1, and he's like, just pull it up on your other. Oh.
Yeah, I have 2. The darkness made it feel very cramped. It was honestly hard to breathe. There were 4 desks in the center surrounded by metal racks. The desk and floor were piled high with all manners of computers and peripherals, and snacks. There were boxes and bags littered everywhere. I couldn't tell what was trash or not. There were rows of magazines, games, plastic models, and figure boxes. And the desk was covered in garbage, just like the one in the lab. It was too dark to tell, but I was sure the figures had been on display were covered in dust. And what did he need 6 monitors for anyway? Each of them displayed an image of the store. Evidently, it was footage from a security camera. Given the size of the store and the lack of customers, even 3 cameras would be too many. Well, sit down, I guess. There's no place to sit down. I'll make you a space. Daru kicked aside the boxes on the floor to make room, then sat down 2 folding chairs. What's the deal with you and the shop? I'm kind of like the leader of us part-timers. I work for a lot of underground places like this. And so, sometimes they let me use their offices like this. For your secret job? Yup. Maybe there was a lot more to Daru than I thought. Is all this stuff in here yours? Nope. It's shared with the rest of the part-timers. I don't have enough money to buy all this stuff. Or so he said. But who knew if that was true? Huh? It's from Kurisu. Maho looked troubled. What is it?
You're still with Maho-senpai, right?
Oh, yeah, we're together. Why?
What's up? I just heard from Boss Durable Skinny. The office in Wako City has been ransacked by someone. What? And he just got a call from Maho-senpai's hotel. Someone raided it, too. What did you say? You should hear from Dr. Skinny soon, but I wanted to tell you ASAP.
Thanks, Kurisu. Daru and I are looking out for Hyajo-san, so don't worry. Yeah, and looking out for Kurisu worked out so well.
That's right. I'm counting on you guys. Bye.
Maho looked down and bit her lip. This is what I was afraid would happen. They're after Kurisu's laptop and hard drive.
Huh? Seriously?
We should probably move.
I think this place is safe, though.
I've got a bad feeling. Intuition, you could call it.
Got it.
Oh, and where is the laptop and hard drive? Darrow sighed and grabbed a locked, fire-resistant case off of one of the racks. He opened it. Is that where he hid it? The laptop was a deep red Japanese model with a 12-inch LCD screen. The hard drive was American, from a brand known for equipping its drives with a shock-resistant rubber case. Let's take it and get out of here. Both Maho and Daru nodded silently. As soon as we left the building, I could see a car coming down the empty alleyway. It was a big American RV, which would be very odd to see in the back street alleys of Tokyo.
That would be really hard. In the main streets of Tokyo.
Yeah, like, how are they even... Like, they're taking up both lanes with one of those. We quickly hid ourselves in the shadows of another building. My intuition was right. The RV stopped in front of the building we just left. 3 men came out. None of them were Japanese. Probably Russian. They were all dressed in black suits, almost like the Men in Black. Insert that song from God, I Feel Old, because I was in high school when that movie came out. First one was good, second one was okay. After that,
yeah, as is often the case.
Yeah, whatever they weren't Akihabara tourists. That was close. Maho went pale when she saw the men go into the building. She seemed to be shaking a little too.
This is like a movie. I can't believe it's real.
How did they find out about that place, though?
You sure you didn't screw up somehow, Daru?
Who do you think I am?
A super hacker, right?
Hacker. Right. I made sure I didn't get caught.
Either that, or Hyojo-san and I were tailed.
Don't scare me.
They raided your office and hotel room in Wako City. I'm sure they've been watching you this whole time.
Oh, right.
Maho seemed to suddenly remember something. She took out her smartphone and made a call.
I need to contact the professor.
You should tell him to hide somewhere for today. If we meet up with him, it could put him in danger. Maho nodded. Rintaro took Maho to Forest Nyanyan's home. It was on the top floor of a high-rise building in the center of Akihabara. If nothing else, it was sure to be more secure than the ancient building they'd just been in. Forest welcomed the two of them, offering them food and a place to sleep. Daru returned alone to the Future Gadgets lab to meet up with Suzuha. Yeah, probably with Suzuha is the safest place in Japan for them.
Yeah.
The mere existence of this laptop could bring disaster. We should get rid of it. Once they had both calmed down, she started to talk to him about what they were going to do with Kurisu's computer. He didn't budge an inch. Usually, he was an introvert who never pushed too hard for anything. But this time, he was extremely stubborn. Of course, so was Maho.
I at least want to crack the password and see what's inside. Right now, we can't do that, but...
There's no time for that. We should get rid of it now. The best thing would be to destroy it.
Destroy... But this is something Kurisu left us, you know?
I thought you were a little more logical than this.
I didn't think you were this cold.
Maho's words made him flinch. Something bad had happened to him. That's how it seemed to her. And it was easy to assume that it had something to do with Kurisu. So she decided to ask him what she hadn't gotten to earlier, during the fuss this afternoon.
You seem like you're hiding something about what happened to Kurisu.
What I know doesn't matter. Maho could tell he wasn't going to share. If they hadn't been interrupted this afternoon, would he have told her? Anyway, what should we do with the computer? That computer isn't just something an old friend used to own anymore. It's at the center of an international power struggle.
What kind of crazy conspiracy theory is this?
It isn't. You still think it's a conspiracy theory after what we witnessed today? You saw those foreigners in black suits, didn't you? Your office and your hotel room were ransacked. Someone set fire to Kurisu's house. And then, after that, your lab was visited by mysterious men claiming to be from the FBI. And the attack at the hotel might have had something to do with this too. All these impossible events keep happening one after another. It's not a coincidence.
But still, an international power struggle?
The whole thing just seemed like too much of a stretch for her. Trying to connect every single event was a trap that conspiracy theorists often fall into. But, in fact, most things that happened didn't really mean anything. When she began to tell him that, what he said next surprised her. John Titor's prophecy is going to come true now. Not sounding more credible by saying that.
John Titor?
Maho had never heard that name before. A time traveler from the year 2036 who appeared on American message boards 10 years ago. I know for a fact that he's real. I've met him myself. John Titor says World War III will occur in 2015. The cause will be the time machine.
Are you making fun of me?
I'm being very serious. You wanted to know about Dr. Nakabachi, right? He's Kurisu's father. It's possible that Kurisu might have been involved in the paper he wrote.
What did you say?
Maho had read Dr. Nakabachi's paper out of curiosity. Last summer, he'd proudly announced his paper on time travel to the entire world just before fleeing to Russia. The paper itself, however, was so poorly written that it was of no value whatsoever. She couldn't believe that Kurisu might have been involved in writing it. But what if his version was an inferior copy of an original that Kurisu wrote herself? What's inside Kurisu's computer doesn't actually matter right now. What matters is that there are people who want it.
Give me a second. I need to process all of this.
Could what Rintaro was saying be true? She took a moment to think. Normally, she wouldn't give something like this a second thought. But what had been happening around here lately just wasn't normal. She couldn't outright deny it. Besides, she was nursing a conspiracy theory of her own.
I also thought that someone might be after this computer. What you're saying is just so different from what I expected.
What did you expect?
I thought it might be about using Amadeus for military purposes.
Military purposes?
Krisu spent a lot of time at the psychophysiology lab. She said sometimes she'd be visited by people who looked like they didn't belong there at all. She said she thought they were from the Department of Defense.
Can Amadeus kill someone? How?
Well, for example, you could take the memories of a veteran pilot and copy them and use them to control drones. Remember what I said about medical applications?
You mean copying memory data back into the brain?
If you could alter memory data and then send it back to the brain, you could make soldiers who didn't feel fear, or who could carry out any kind of unethical mission without hesitation. My thought was that Krisu had found proof that they were running experiments like that. Hell, you could use that to make biological weaponry.
Yeah.
If they had, any, deep dive info on how the brain functioned, you could make it not function.
Yeah. Or what was those early tests where they were trying to make assassins who don't remember they're assassins type of thing?
Yeah, like sleeper agents.
Yeah. Hey, the US military aren't involved in researching Amadeus, are they?
Of course not.
Unless they're with OpenAI. No, Are you sure? You're just a scientist. You're not the head of the project.
Dr. Liskinen wouldn't let the military get involved either.
You're right. All that happened in another world line.
World line? What are you talking about?
No, forget about it. I'm overthinking things. He hadn't seemed like he had really meant that, and that really bothered her. She wanted to hear more about John Titor, but he didn't tell her anything else. Since she couldn't crack the security on Karisu's laptop and hard drive, did Maho no good to carry them. And just like Rintaro said, those attackers scared her. So she decided she had no choice but to give them to him. He didn't tell her whether he was going to destroy them or not.
Maho, I'm so glad you're safe.
When she arrived at their office in Wako City, Dr. Liskinen was already there. He came over and gave her a big hug. How? Like, he's literally twice her height.
Fister, you're hurting me.
Oh, sorry.
She's the size of one of his legs.
She'd heard that the office had been ransacked, but whatever had happened had already been cleaned up.
Did you clean up, Professor?
It was ransacked, but only your and my things were here, so there wasn't a lot to begin with. I've left the rest in the hands of the police.
2 days have passed since the office had been ransacked. Maho had spent both of them at Faris's home, and only today had she gotten in touch with Dr. Liskinen and gone to Wako City to get her things. Hey, you're lucky, Shadow. No Faris.
I've escaped.
For now. They were both going back tomorrow, just as planned. That meant they were saying goodbye to this office.
They still haven't caught the guy who did it, right?
Yeah. It's been one thing after another since we came to Japan, hasn't it?
It sure has.
The two of them looked around the empty office. It had been a busy 2 months. So, what do you think, Maho? Japan's your other homeland, right? What do you make of it?
I can't wait to get back and start on my research. I feel like I've been doing nothing but putting reports together for the past 2 months.
You're so serious, Maho.
That and I'm glad I was able to experience the place where Kurisu spent her last days.
Maho. But she still hasn't figured out why Kurisu had died. Actually, she had even more questions now. It bothered her to go home with so many questions left unanswered. If only Rintaro had told her everything he knew.
Come to think of it,
The thought suddenly occurred to Maho.
what are we doing with Amadeus's tester?
Of course, she meant Okabe Rintaro. If both Maho and Liskinen were heading back to America, that meant that his time as tester was over. That's right. For some reason, the professor was taking a moment to think it over. She wondered what there was to think about. Why not have him continue being our tester?
Are you serious?
It's a fact that speaking with Lintalo has caused Kurisu to react in new ways, correct? And I'm planning adding additional testers in the future, not just him.
Is that safe from a security standpoint?
I also like how he mispronounces Rintaro's name
Yeah,
because he's not a native speaker.
it's cute. Japan and America are too far apart. If something happens, we won't be able to deal with it.
It'll be fine. I believe in Lintalo.
It's not about whether you believe in him or not.
If he stays on as tester, you'll still be able to talk to him, you know. Great, Liskinen ships the two as well.
I don't have anything to do with this.
Are you sure about that?
I'm sure. Imagine that fucking SpongeBob gif, you know the one?
Yeah. Then I'll take over dealing with Lintalo.
That doesn't bother me.
Yet another tsundere. It still seemed like he wasn't telling her something, but she was too embarrassed to question him further. It surprised her, though, that he was so focused on Rintaro. He seemed to have taken a real liking to him ever since they had first met. Did he simply like the guy? Or was it because he was Kurisu's friend? Or was it something else? She didn't know. The next day, Maho and Dr. Liskinen returned to America via Narita Airport, just like they had planned. Rintaro had come to see them off, and he was very surprised when Dr. Liskinen told him he could continue being a tester. And then, half a year passed. Gehenna's stigma, the stigma behind the hidden mirror. Victorchondria University grounds were dead quiet. It was after 11 p.m. Some of the labs worked all night and into the morning, so the place wasn't completely abandoned, but compared to daytime, it was quiet. The lights in the halls were off, and it was a little scary walking down them alone. Maho lived in the researchers' apartments next to the lab. She'd been thinking about so many things that night. Her head felt like it was about to explode. Then she looked out the window and realized that the lights were still on in the brain science lab. Dr. Liskinen must have been working late. She decided to put some coffee in the thermos and take it to him.
Why am I doing so much research about time machines anyway?
Ever since she'd come back to Japan in January, she'd spent all her free time on it. Even she had to admit she was getting obsessed. Of course, since this wasn't something she could research in public, and since she couldn't let it interfere with her real job, she had to do all of it in her own room at night. As a result, she was staying up late, battling with physics textbooks, an unfamiliar subject to her. Exhaustion and lack of sleep were starting to get to her. The whole idea of a time machine was stupid. I just remember that George Takei line, "America is made of stupid," from Red Alert 3, where he was playing the Emperor of Japan. She still thought so, but she was surprised at how desperate she was getting.
This is all because of Okabe-san.
What Okabe had said to her in Japan still stuck with her. It's possible that Kurisu may have been involved in the paper he wrote. Rintaro could have been lying, or wrong, or simply delusional. But part of her wanted to believe it was real. Of course, from what she had seen of Dr. Nakabachi's paper, she didn't want to believe Kurisu was involved. It was just that bad. But what if this version was an inferior copy of an original that Kurisu wrote herself? If she could have written it off as a slim possibility, everything would have been so much easier. But it was just like her, she thought, to be unable to do that. I want to find what Kurisu found. That desire is what drove her to action. But the more research she did, the harder it seemed. It was so hard, she was starting to lose faith in what she wanted to believe. Her usual complex started weighing down on her.
Kurisu. I can't be you after all.
Kurisu was her dear friend, but at the same time, she was starting to feel jealous, frustrated, and hateful. And when all those feelings started going around in her mind, there was no way she could focus on work. It was time to chat with Dr. Liskinen for a little, and then go to sleep. She headed over to the lab.
Professor?
Hey, Maho! Dr. Liskinen seemed surprised at her sudden visit, but he stood up from his chair and welcomed her. What brings you here at this hour? It's time for kids to be in bed.
I'll say those exact same words to you.
You've got that right. Dr. Liskinen laughed innocently, like a child, at her cutting remark.
I could see the light on from my room. Here.
The cup on Dr. Liskinen's desk was empty. She poured him some coffee from the thermos. wasn't the sticky sweet cafe au lait that she liked. She made it straight black to match the professor's taste. The room was filled with steam and a pleasant smell.
This is a surprise, Maho. Bringing me coffee?
I'm not that bad, am I?
But I thought you hated this sort of thing. As I recall, it was the first day you came to this lab. Mary was passing out morning coffee to everyone, and you refused. And do you remember what you said then? Did you come to work to make coffee? If you got time to make coffee, why not get started on your work? I was in awe, I remember. This new kid was really something.
That was such a long time ago. You don't need to bring it up now.
Maho's cheeks swelled in embarrassment.
Back then I was... Well, everybody called me the girl genius, and I kind of let it go to my head. I know better now.
Mary was another scientist at the lab. After Maho had apologized, they'd gone on to be friends.
You're so mean, Professor. I'm never making you coffee again, okay?
Just as she was thinking of taking the coffee she had poured back,
That's right, Professor. Don't be so mean to Senpai.
she heard a voice from Dr. Liskinen's computer.
Kurisu? Yes, it's me.
I was just examining her program. She moved around to where she could see the monitor, and sure enough, the Kurisu CG model was displayed on it.
Good evening, Senpai. Sorry to see you working so late.
Maho chuckled to herself. Kurisu was just a program running on a computer, but she still couldn't stop herself from saying things like that. After all the time they'd spent together, Kurisu was no different than a human to her.
I'm not being mean to Maho.
I was actually quite impressed with what she had said to Mary. I thought that she was very logical, very cool-headed, and very entertaining. That's why I made her my assistant. Of course, I don't mind the new, nicer version of you. Dr. Liskinen gave her a wink as he reached for his coffee cup.
Thanks. I'll have some.
As he drank his coffee, he grabbed the corners of his eyelids and gave them a little massage. He was acting cheerful, but evidently he was really tired.
So, what were you doing with the program?
I was trying to figure out how to get her to pilot combat drones.
Oh, you know, for the paper I'm writing.
The mechanism Amadeus uses to lie?
If we could figure out this part of the program, we could learn more about how humans lie, you know? Or how AIs hallucinate laws that don't exist.
Women's lies sometimes hide important secrets. I can't say I approve of you trying to discover them.
Kurisu's expression was deadly serious.
I'm not trying to discover your secrets. I just want to know the thought process involved in telling a lie.
That's fine. If I have to reveal something, I'll start by revealing Maho Senpai's sweet secrets. Hey, don't be weird. What are my sweet secrets anyway? Oh, I couldn't say.
She played dumb. Sometimes Kurisu liked to joke around. It was infuriating, and at the same time, kind of cute.
Am I the only one that's kind of shipping Kurisu and Maho now?
Meh.
Didn't Okabe say the same thing about Kurisu?
For example, do you think I don't know about the stuffed animal that he got you at the arcade? Huh?
The first thing she thought of when she heard the words arcade was what happened back in Akihabara, Japan. She tried so many times to get the stuffed animal and failed each time. Rintaro had won it easily and given it to her.
What about it? You've got it on your bed, don't you? What are you talking about? That's a present for your mom. Then what's it doing on your bed? Because your mom said she's looking for a new house. And she's living in an apartment right now. I don't want to give her more stuff to haul around. Really? Really? Anyway, that stuffed animal is an important reminder of you. What's wrong with snuggling it when I sleep? Oh, so it is on your bed after all. And you snuggle it when you sleep? That's so cute. Tell me more details, please. Ugh.
That stupid computer program had tricked her. By the time she had realized, it was already too late. Both Kurisu and Dr. Liskinen, who had been listening to the whole thing, were smiling at her. She glared at them, her cheeks flushed. Looks like Kurisu won this round, huh?
It doesn't matter who won or lost. I'm going to bed. Good night.
Isn't this just like how Kurisu and Okabe flirted?
Yes.
She turned to leave Dr. Liskinen's office, fuming. But before she could leave, Kurisu got in one final parting shot.
Maho! You haven't talked to Okabe for a whole week. If you keep putting off talking to him because you're busy, you're going to regret it later, okay? Listen. Are you really that insistent on getting me and Okabe-san together?
Maho stormed over to the monitor, but Kurisu seemed unconcerned.
Do you ever think about seeing him in person again? No.
I see. That's a shame. For some reason, Dr. Liskinen shook his head sadly. I've got another joint project coming up in Japan, and I was thinking of getting in touch with Lintalo while I was there. I was wondering whether I should invite you along. I guess not. She'd heard nothing about this. Most of the time, whenever the professor had a project coming up, she'd hear about it through the school's network ahead of time.
You're going back to Japan?
Yeah. She had to stop herself from immediately saying she wanted to go too. If she did, Dr. Liskinen and Kurisu would make fun of her again. But she didn't want to miss this chance. There was still a lot she needed to do in Japan. More than anything, she wanted to talk to Rintaro again in person, about the time machine, and about Kurisu. It definitely was not because she just liked talking to him.
Please take me to...
In the end, she gave in. Oh, you finally become honest about your feelings?
Let's come up with a plan to tell him how much you love him. Come on, guys.
Maho was starting to get tired of dealing with them. Well, joking aside, I'm honestly not sure if I can take you or not.
What do you mean?
a lot happened to you. In Japan, right? The Brain Science Lab is very concerned.
That's not...
She did someone tried to assassinate her, and the whole FBI crashing the building she was in, and I could see why people might be concerned about some sort of trauma associated with Japan type of thing. And then there's what happened to Krisu. The directors don't want to lose any more talented people.
I'll be fine. I was fine last time, wasn't I?
Huh. In other words, you want to go to Japan and see Lintalo that badly, huh?
Do I need to go talk to HR about sexual harassment?
Oh, please don't do that.
But why not seriously consider dating him? It's possible he'll be coming here in the future, right? You should try to get your hooks into him while you can. Stop sounding like a nosy aunt.
All right, Maho. I understand. I'll talk to the directors. But just know that I can't guarantee anything. And, Okabe might not be up for dating either.
Right. Thanks. I'm pretty serious, actually.
I wonder if Amadeus Krisu is just trying to live vicariously through Maho because she can't date Okabe now.
Are you still saying that?
It really felt like she was talking to Krisu. The feeling was much stronger than when they'd first started on Amadeus. And that reminded her of something she'd almost done many times, but stopped.
Why not tell Krisu about the time machine?
She didn't know if Krisu had completed the time machine theory before her death, but if she had, some clues to it might be hidden in Kurisu's memories. Of course, she couldn't ask her in front of Dr. Liskinen, and she couldn't let others hear that she was making a time machine. If the rest of the lab found out, they'd make fun of her for sure. It wasn't even her field of research to begin with.
Okay, Professor, I'm going back to my room.
Tinfoil hat theory. The reason Dr. Liskinen is so interested in Amadeus's ability to lie is because Kurisu won't tell him how to make a time machine.
Could be.
Maho took her thermos and was about to leave the lab. Oh, wait a second. You haven't uploaded Maho's memory data at all lately, have you?
Huh?
The Amadeus Maho.
Oh.
The last time was before we went to Japan, wasn't it?
About that.
Maho didn't know what to say. He was right.
Well, I had a lot of scary experiences in Japan. I've been thinking that maybe we shouldn't give Amadeus bad memories.
I understand how you feel, but I can't do a comparison trial like this. A comparison trial involved loading memories from both before and after a given experience into Amadeus and seeing how they changed. These trials allow them to see what effects experiences and knowledge had on the brain, but after Kurisu's passing, they became solely Maho's responsibility. Right now, the real you and the Amadeus you have such different memories that you're almost different people.
Yes, that's true.
At this rate, I'm going to have to take you off the project and ask someone else to do it.
That's...
Her expression darkened. Stop talking to Kurisu all the time and give yourself some attention. I'm sure she's lonely. Make sure you update your memories tomorrow. Understood?
Understood.
Maho nodded her head and left the room. I'm a little more sus of the good doctor. Is he just curious about how Amadeus lies from a purely academic point of view? Or is Amadeus Kurisu hiding something from him, and he wants to figure it out? And what could Amadeus be hiding? Or does he want to know how it lies so he can find out what Amadeus Maho is hiding after Maho uploads her memories? Or am I just paranoid? But is it paranoia if they are actually out to get you?